Most terrifying deaths in history. Hugh Despenser knew the wrath of a betrayed queen. Once King Edward II's closest advisor, he was dragged through the streets like an animal, his body battered and torn. The executioner hanged him, but cut him down while he still gasped for air. His castration came next, a symbol of the power he abused. As the crowd watched in cruel delight, his stomach was sliced open, his entrails burned before his dying eyes. Only then was his suffering ended with a final beheading. Centuries earlier, another executioner perfected the art of prolonged agony. Vlad the Impaler, the real-life Dracula, had a message to send. His enemies would be impaled, long wooden stakes driven through their bodies, careful to miss vital organs so they would remain alive. Some suffered for days, hanging above the blood-soaked fields as birds pecked at their flesh, their bodies writhing in a death that refused to come quickly. Yet nothing could prepare the Greeks for the nightmare of the brazen bull. A man sentenced to death was sealed inside a hollow bronze statue. A fire roared beneath him, the metal heating until his skin blistered, his lungs scorched. His screams, twisted by the bull's design, echoed like the roar of a beast, a cruel trick of engineering, turning agony into entertainment. Then there was Rasputin, the man who refused to die. Poisoned by his enemies, he smiled. Shot in the chest, he stood back up. Beaten, he crawled. In desperation, they bound him and threw him into the frozen river. When his body was found, his fingers were curled, suggesting he had died trying to claw his way out of the ice. But the worst of all, Scaphism, the Persian death of nightmares. A prisoner, trapped between two wooden boats, was force-fed milk and honey until sickness consumed him. As the sun beat down, flies, wasps, and worms burrowed into his skin, feasting on his rotting body while he still breathed. Days passed. His mind broke before his body did.